Good morning, friends, and welcome to Preschool Storytime with Miss Natalie. This week, since we just had Valentine's Day, we are having a story time all about love. So we're going to learn a heart opener pose in yoga, which helps you learn to love even more. And we are going to read some fun books about love and sing a love-filled song. Before we start, do you remember how to say I love you in sign language? If you don't, we learned how to last week, but we will learn again today. You take your hand just like this, hold up all 5 fingers, and then you're going to take this finger, and you're going to push them down, and then bring your thumb and your pointer and your pinky back up into the air. Now, if you talk using sign language, which is the language you use when you can't hear and you use your hands to talk, this is what you would do to tell someone that you love them. So you can turn to your grown-up, or maybe your brother or sister, or your friends, or if you have any pets, your pets, and you can go like this, and this means that I love you. All right, friends, let's get started with our first book. This book is a sweet book about a bunny and his mom, and it is called Guess How Much I Love You. Little Nut Brown Hare, who was going to bed, held on tight to Big Nut Brown Hare's very long ears. He wanted to be sure that Big Nut Brown Hare was listening. Guess how much I love you, he said. Oh, I don't think I could guess that, said Big Nut Brown Hare. This much, said Little Nut Brown Hare, stretching out his arms as wide as they could go. Big Nut Brown Hare had even longer arms. But I love you this much, they said. That is a lot, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. That is a lot. I love you as high as I can reach, said Little Nut Brown Hare. There he is, reaching high to the sky. I love you as high as I can reach, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That is very high, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I had arms like that. Then Little Nut Brown Hare had an idea. He tumbled upside down and reached up the tree trunk with his feet. I love you all the way up to my toes, he said. And I love you all the way up to your toes, said Big Nut Brown Hare, swinging him up over his head. I love you as high as I can hop, laughed Little Nut Brown Hare, bouncing up and down. But I love you as high as I can hop, smiled Big Nut Brown Hare. And she hopped so high that his ears touched the branches. That's some good hopping, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. I wish I could hop like that. I love you all the way down to the lane as far as the river, cried Little Nut Brown Hare. I love you across the river and over the hills, said Big Nut Brown Hare. That's very far, thought Little Nut Brown Hare. He was almost too sleepy to think any more. Then he looked beyond the thorn bushes, out into the big dark night. Nothing could be farther than the sky. I love you right up to the moon, he said, and closed his eyes. Oh, that's far, said Little Nut Brown Hare. That is very far. Little Nut Brown Hare settled, Big Nut Brown Hare settled Little Nut Brown Hare into his bed of leaves. He leaned over and kissed him goodnight. Then he lay down close by and whispered with a smile, I love you right up to the moon and back. Do you ever tell your grown-up how much you love them? I bet it's a lot. Friends, it is time to sing a song about catching the love bug. Have you ever caught the love bug before? Let's sing our song and we'll find out if you have. Are you ready? Let's sit up nice and tall and let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3. It begins with a grin and ends with a giggle. Your legs start to move and your toes start to wiggle. You look all around for someone to hug. What can you do? You caught the love bug. Shoo! Good job, friends. Did you enjoy that song? Maybe you caught the love bug. And this book, friends, is a favorite story of mine. It is called The Kissing Hand. Let's find out what a kissing hand is. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you, play with my friends and my toys, read my books, and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you?" Miss Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled his ear. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to do, even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start. You'll make friends, play with new toys, read new books, and swing on new swings. And besides, she added, I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem warm and cozy. Chester wiped away his tears and looked at her. A secret? What kind of secret? A very old secret, said Miss Raccoon. I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand. Miss Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers. Then she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand and into his heart, and even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. Miss Raccoon smiled. Now she told Chester, whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand to your cheek and think, Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you. And that kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts. She took Chester's hand and wrapped his fingers around the kiss. Now do be careful not to lose it, she teased. But don't worry, when you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick. Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. That night, Chester stood in front of the school and thought. And then he turned to his mother. Give me your hand, he told her. Chester took his mother's hand and unfolded her fingers, leaned forward, and kissed the center of her hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her, and with a gentle goodbye and I love you, Chester turned and danced away. Miss Raccoon watched Chester scamper across the tree limb and enter school. As the owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. And there's Chester at school with all of his new friends. That's such a sweet story. Do you have a special routine with your grown-up you do before you go to school if you feel a little sad? Now friends, it's time for our yoga pose. So if you are sitting down, I want you to stand on up, just like me. Today, we are going to learn what's called a back bend. Now, where is your heart? If you know where your heart is, I want you to point to it. That's right. Your heart is right here inside of your chest. And a back bend is what you call in yoga a heart opener. That means it takes your heart and opens it up wide so you can get lots of love. So we are going to learn how to do a back bend and do it safe so we don't hurt our backs. All right, so you're going to stand. I'm going to stand to my side so you can see what I'm doing. You're going to stand and stamp your feet into the ground so they're nice and firm. And you're going to take your hands and you're going to put them right here on your hips, just like this. See where my hands are? Okay, and then you're going to look up to the sky and you're going to lean back. And then when you're ready, you're going to come back up just like that. And now if that's really easy for you, you can take your hands and put them up like this and make cactus arms. And then you're going to look up to the sky and lean back and open up your heart. And then you're going to come back up and put your hands right here and feel your heart that is ready to get some love. Maybe it's love from your grown-ups, or if you have pets, from your pets, or maybe it's from your brothers and sisters, if you have some, or from your friends. And now it's time for our last book. So let's all sit down on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Friends, in this story, we are going to learn how to love. This book is called How Do You Love? The 5 ways we show we care. Let's see what they are. is shown in many ways. When we look closely, we see it every day. Gentle wake-up love. Handmade lunch love. You're the best love. Teach you to tie your shoelaces love. Want to wear my cape love. A seat saved just for you love. Cool outfit love. Let's do it together love. What a great effort love. Sweet reminder love. Uh-oh, want half love. Surprise zoo time love. Bear hugs are the best love. Need some help love? Look how you've improved love. Want to play fetch love? And no words needed love. I'll try to eat my veggies love. Guess what's for dessert love? We can dry the dishes love. You're such a good helper love. Super bubbly bubble bath love. And messages in steam love. Oh, he wrote love you and drew a happy face. Storytime love. Sweet dreams love. Love is shown in many ways. When we look closely, we see it every day. So, here are 5 ways that you can love. You can say nice things, give a thoughtful gift, spend special time together, give a kind touch, like a hug or a handshake, or do something nice for someone. And those are a bunch of ways to love. Well, there sure were a lot more than 5 ways to care, but I think that the most important one is to say kind words to someone. Because not everyone likes to be touched, but everyone likes to hear kind words. Friends, thank you for coming to another fun preschool story time. I hope you had a really fun time with all of our love that we did today together with our books and our songs, and I hope that your heart feels nice and open. And when you see your grown-ups later today, I want you to use your hands and tell them that you love them just like this. Okay, friends, I will see you next week for story time. Have a great weekend. Let's say goodbye in Italian because some people say it's the language of love, which is kind of silly. So we're gonna say ciao on the count of 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, ciao.